Back in 1976, a Viking 1 lander tested positive for organics on Mars. We all know that. And the orbiter took a fascinating picture of what looked like a face on the surface of Mars. Publicly, NASA claimed the tests were inconclusive. In the picture, a trick of light and shadows. Publicly, it took us 20 years to return to Mars. That's what people are taught in the classrooms anyways. The truth is stranger, weirder than you can imagine. Truth is, humans landed on Mars 4 years after Viking. Where'd we land? Right there in the center of Cydonia, just to the left of the face on Mars. And what a sight it was on the way down. How do I know this? Because I was one of the 7 that went. And if you're wondering why the secrecy, what was the mission? Pretty simple. Because the pictures you didn't see showed that Mars was littered with ruins. And Mars was also apparently populated. By who? We didn't have a clue. But there was clear evidence that there was activity on Mars, at least in the Cydonia region. Not a lot of activity, but enough to warrant a mission. And the main reason for the mission? Russia. We needed to get there before they did. It was as simple as that. The mission itself is a clusterfuck. I'll say that. I mean, everything went sideways the minute we left Earth's orbit. There's no other way to say it. It's the truth. System failures, shit not working. I don't know how we managed to survive in what was nothing more than a tin can, but I will tell you that it wasn't long into the mission before we figured out we were being watched. I learned later that our companions never expected us to survive, and there was actually a point in time after we landed when Mission Control thought we were lost. There was no reason for it, but during descent we lost all contact with Earth. There was no reason for it. It was just, we just lost it. There's no other way to say it. It just disappeared. There was no reason for it. It was strange. That was a strange, scary time. Alone on a distant planet, no way to phone home. It was scary. All of us, all 7 of us were worried. And they continued watching us. We could see their crafts, their discs out on the horizon. They were there. They weren't interfering with us, but they were there. They never bothered to say hello, but they were there off in the distance. They were never showed any intent to be aggressive or what have you. They just watched. Our first excursion, our first EVA, pretty much confirmed the organics in the Martian soil. That was not a surprise. But the face was something else. That structure was no trick of light and shadows, I can tell you that. And I can tell you further that the entire region was littered with Hey, if you get a knock on the door from some guy wearing black, don't blame this old man. I didn't force you to watch a video. Okay, this is an interesting video. I originally intended this to be very serious, very dark, and that just didn't happen. I mean, when I went back and I looked at my initial videos, I just didn't like the story. I didn't like the how I presented it, my talking, none of it. And all the filming was in the can, so I thought, oh, hell, I'm just going to have fun with it anyway. And I did. What more can you ask for? If you can't take anything and have fun with it in life, it ain't worth doing. I'll leave you all with that, and I'm looking forward to spring. Ain't quite here yet, but it's coming. When it does, whoo, man. Peace out. Love you. See you next time, and thanks for watching.